Forgive me if I say amen or not. I'm also a minister. I'm used to teaching Sunday school. You know what I'm saying? But like Ray said, I grew up, I started out in entrepreneurship. I was a barber for 10 years when I moved to Virginia from Chicago because there was no barbers. I had to learn how to cut my own hair. And pretty much the customers drove me out of the business. But anyway, after all of that, you know, I ended up working at Walmart for 8 years. I managed the cell phone department and, you know, kind of doing entrepreneurship and stuff on the side. I owned, you know, like 4 different clothing stores on the side, selling hip-hop clothes, different stuff like that. I've owned 2 restaurants. I've owned, you know, just numerous of things. I hustled DVDs, hustled CDs. I mean, pretty much I was into it, whatever it was. Then all of a sudden, I started reading this book. They took it off the stands. If you can ever find one online, it's called Millionaire Blueprints, if you want to write it down. It's a magazine. You can still get it from their website, but it's called Millionaire Blueprints. And I saw a guy on the cover. His name is Yannick Silver, and it said, Web-Made Millionaire. And that caught my eye. So I wanted to get into, you know, what this internet thing was about. So I'm going to give you the short version of my testimony. So I began just researching and doing my thing. So finally I told God, I said, God, I want to quit. I want to jump out there and I want to do my thing online. So after punking out for maybe another year, just staying around punking down, I watched Pursuit of Happiness. Everybody seen Pursuit of Happiness? So by the end of Pursuit of Happiness, I'm crying. I was like, God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm supposed to be churchy. I'm going to do it. So I got chosen by Walmart to go to Arkansas. Goes to Arkansas, walks into this big auditorium. Chris Gardner was walking towards me. The real Chris Gardner from Pursuit of Happiness. Immediately, I'm like, look at God. You know what I'm saying? It's like I saw Jesus, but nobody knew who he was but me. I was like, man, this is crazy because coming from where he's from, coming from Virginia, God put us in the same place at the same time. So things began to take place. So I said, that's it, I'm doing it. I'm quitting, I'm jumping out there. So I jump out there. When I come back, I say, well, I'm leaving next week. And God was like, no, you ain't leaving next week. You leaving July 15th. I said, why July 15th? He said, you leaving July 15th. So that Friday night, I'm watching TV and Bishop Bloomer. Anybody heard of Bishop Bloomer? Bishop Bloomer going off. The angels of the Lord right now doing that thing you want them to do in your living room. They're in there right now. They're doing it. That thing is done. He said, I don't care if it's July 15th. That thing is done. Do you know I jumped up, started praising God, fell out in the spirit myself. I received the Holy Ghost that night. God is my witness. I'm telling the God the truth. From that point on, there was no turning back. Amen. March. Let's get a lot of hand for that. So by this time, I had already had maybe 2 websites online. One really making no money. So I got an invitation to come to Atlanta, actually, for an internet workshop. That was in March, right, Reg? Yes, sir. Came down, stayed with Reg. I was like, Reg, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that, blah, blah, blah. Went home 2 weeks. I built the site. That site I built before the end of last year had already done $10,000 online. Get a Lord a hand for that. Just that one site. Okay? But I have like, 10, 20 other sites now, but, selling anything, information, DVD books. I got an ebook that sells on how to do basketball moves. Just a downloadable product. It sells for $27. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's pretty much selling the air. I created the product once. People pay their credit card, takes them to a download page, and while I'm sleeping, I wake up in the morning and I got money in my account. $27. The book is maybe 10 pages. 10 pages. If the PowerPoint was working, I was going to show you my PayPal, because some people be like, oh, he talking. No, for real. I really do this. I do this full time. I support my family. I have a wife and I have 3 children. Like you said, my son,